the table, now we coming to get it. The shit one's gone, we too Brooklyn strong. Can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block.
There you go. There you go.
Just give me the ball, I'm fitting the score next. My kids all net, me and Jada just all next. Get back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Miss you, watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a bar smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. To stir that whole Millie rock like a FanDuel. And that's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN,
When you establish a culture, that's what you do every day. That creates one thing that is your identity. That's how you are seen by other people. If you work really hard and get 1% better every day, you're a competitive group. That means that you fight.
Yo, what a move by. Oh, hey, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up with y'all? Yeah, a lot of stuff happening in the off season. Day 2. We are at it. A lot of shit going on. I ain't finna hold y'all. I already sent some of y'all the link. And we gonna get right to it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get right to it. Shout to Iceman in the chat. Shout to Woo Pig in the chat. You feel what I'm saying? Shout to everybody that's watching. Got a great show for you guys tonight, man. I'll listen to the playbacks too, man. Y'all funny as hell too. He said, "Legend of Experiment." You fuck with Ox? You rock with Big Ox? This is like a name between Legend of Women. I said Legend of Women. I mean Legend of Winning, Low, and Big Ox. Shout out to both of them as content creators, man. They shaking the scene, man. Both of them individually doing their thing. I'll be tapping in the low lights. I don't, I subscribe to him. I didn't see a lot of his content, but I tap into his content sometime. He's a good content creator. Shout out to Big Ox too. I really miss a Graveyard Shift. That was like one of my favorite shows. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout out to Barry in the chat. Legend of Experiments at MPJ is a superstar. Watch him average 30. God damn. Where you think it's like that? Shit. We gonna react to a few things. The Nets announced a partnership with All in One. Here's how the uniforms will look. I like it. They sponsoring it. I like it. I ain't got much to say about All in One. I don't know who they are. I just know they on a jersey, and that's good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get into some Jordi Fernandez content. And we gonna listen to this, and then we're gonna react to it.
Yeah, I mean, on both sides of the floor, I'm starting with defense. Positional size is very important, right? And you guys can see here, with your eye test, I would play this guys almost, 1 through 4, 1 through 5. So that's a good thing for us. You'll see length, athleticism, and we'll keep working on that physicality, communication. That's one of the things, the multiple effort. Those are the things that we have to be on the same page, and that's my job as a head coach. And then offensively, we want to play with pace, right? So in my opinion, we have the fastest guy in the draft. We have a lot of playmaking here. All these guys can really pass the ball. All those paint touches and ball reversals, like it just helps you when you have not primarily ball handlers, but also secondary ball handlers, and all these guys can do it. So it's all a positive. There's no negatives here, and I'm very excited. And as I told them already today, is if your teammate touches the paint and creates a three for you, you have to let it fly. Otherwise, you're gonna come sit with me. So they already know what we're trying to do. It's been a good couple of days here, and this preparation for summer league is exciting.
Yeah, I like what he said. I thought that shout out to Lee for the pay. Subscribe to Lee 4788. Make it easy for B Leaf. You could just throw your link in the chat. But I like what he said. I like that he wants to be the biggest voice in the locker room, regardless of who's on the team, and everybody's going to have to play this way. You know, you're not going to be the superstar telling us how to do things when you get here. This is the culture we are building. This is how we want to do things, and I like Jordi Fernandez setting the tone. What you thought about what he said, Leaf?
I like it. I mean, it's obviously, bro. Like, if you don't know by now, then you know now, nigga. He got a whole bunch of pull, bro. Like, and a whole lot more pull than a lot of people expected or
Yeah,
wouldn't even think. So, I mean,
I had to tell your boy Chilltown that earlier. I had to let
uh,
him know Jordi Fernandez got pulled around the leg. Go
yeah,
ahead,
yeah.
though.
See, well, I would. Well, I mean, I don't know so much around the league, but he definitely got pulled in the Nets organization, bro. Like that's for damn sure. For him basically running the ship, I'm okay with, man, because I mean, listen, before he got here, it was a lot of idiocracy going on. I mean, let's just call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Jordi Fernandez, we've been said it. He is the beacon. Become the beacon of hope for what to come in the future, bro. Like for the Brooklyn Nets. So I'm okay. I'm okay with saying everything that he's saying. I mean,
Yeah,
but at the same
yeah,
time, with high power comes high scrutiny. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I
Listen. I seen him in person. I see he's always with his family. He cool, calm, and collective. He's not worried about the New York media. Anything that comes with the New York media, he ready for. But Jay, did you hear what he said? Because I wanted to go to Jay next, Leaf. I wanted to hear what Jay thought about this. Did you hear?
What part? I didn't hear what y'all just put up just now, but I watched some of the
No,
press
I
conference
got
earlier.
I got you. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, on both sides of the floor, I'm starting with defense. Positional size is very important, right? And you guys can see here, uh, like with your eye test, I would play these guys almost, 1 through 4, 1 through 5. So that's a good thing for us. You'll see length, athleticism, and we'll keep working on that physicality, communication. That's one of the things, the multiple effort. Those are the things that we have to be on the same page, and that's my job as a head coach. And then offensively, we want to play with pace, right? So, in my opinion, we have the fastest guy in the draft. We have a lot of playmaking here. All these guys can really pass the ball. All those paint touches and ball reversals. Like it just helps you when you have not primarily ball handlers, but also secondary ball handlers, and all these guys can do it. So it's all a positive. There's no negatives here, and I'm very excited. And as I told them already today, is if your teammate touches the paint and creates a three for you, you have to let it fly. Otherwise, you're gonna come sit with me. So they already know what we're trying to do. It's been a good couple of days here, and this preparation for summer league is exciting.
Chill. Jordi Fernandez putting it down, man. I pick it up what you putting down, Jordi Fernandez. Talk to him. Jay, what you thought about what he said?
I ain't mad at nothing he said. It seems like what we've been saying. They want except for the fact that when he said positional size is important, just not at the center, huh?
Yeah, I think he was saying that because the flexor is the point guard being 6'8", you know what I mean? And I think that's the style of play. We said this. We know this. But
I
yeah,
think he said that because they don't got the center that he want, and
I
I
no,
already
but they,
know.
I think they do want to invest on the defensive side of the ball with a Clax, if not a Clax type player, somebody that is like what I learned about watching the game is that the weak side help is very important. In basketball, more times than not, you on a one-on-one situation, you're gonna beat that guy, right? You're gonna beat him on a one-on-one, right? You don't want to get fouled out, type shit. So, case in point, you need the weak side defender, somebody helping the or one-on-one situation, make him make the extra pass, even if it is a kick out or open three. You ain't gonna get no motherfucking layup. You know what I'm saying? The weak side defender is going to alter shots. He's going to contest shots, and he's going to make an offensive play. Think twice. You feel what I'm saying? So, I think they're going to be leaning on Jaeger for defense too. You know what I mean? Being he's 6'8" at the point guard position, but I don't want to just stay here though, because it's a lot of stuff for us to react to. I was done here. Which I think. Yeah, done.
Um, well, with just this one clip, yeah,
Yeah, just this one clip.
yeah.
That's
All
that's
right.
about all I'm gonna say is like as far as the center position, I don't think he got the center he want,
Okay. All
and
right,
I
hold on,
already
hold
know
on.
who that is.
Guys simultaneously, putting all
Hold
your
on.
attention
This the
on
rookies right
five,
here.
for the lack of a better term, playing and giving experience to and growing five young guys simultaneously, putting all your attention on five guys as opposed to one or two or even three.
That's a good question. The way I see it is, I'm going to focus on the team and what we're trying to build as a group. And these young men are part of our family now, and they're going to have to earn it. And I think that's how it should be.
They're
They'll put
gonna
the
have to
work in.
earn
They've
it.
already shown who they are. That's why we drafted them, and they're part of this amazing journey. And then it's going to be my decision to go and put five guys on the court and to have most likely a 10-man rotation and go through the process. And I think that's definitely on me. Player development is going to be important. We've been very diligent. The coaching staff has done a great job making our guys work, and those guys have improved. And we believe they'll do the same thing. So it's an exciting part of our journey right now to welcome these guys and put them to work.
Yeah, yo, Jordi Fernandez, he's driving the whip. It's not Cam Thomas' team. It's not MPJ team when they come to the team. It's not their team. It's Jordi Fernandez' team. He went to Chicago. You understand? Some things don't need to be said because it's understood. Now, what I will say is this: if they really listen to an international coach, because that's what Jordi Fernandez is, if they really buy into Jordi Fernandez, if they really listen to him, really give him that honor and respect and let him be head coach and honestly trust Jordi Fernandez that with their career, like he's going to help this coaching staff is going to help them become better players. I think these players believe that. I believe it. You know what I'm saying? But I think they believe that. I'm suited and booted. You know what I mean? I think for the most part, they, in my opinion, have a opportunity that top three picks are going to have. He said they got to earn it. That means when they do earn it, because some of them are going to earn it, they going to get more minutes. And the more minutes they get, the more they gonna be in conversation, like we said, rookie of the year type shit. They gonna be getting the same amount of minutes as the whoever the number 1, 2, 3 and pick is. Those top three picks, Yegor gonna be they traded D'Lo. Yegor is gonna be getting minutes like Dylan Harper.
Well,
Let me
what,
be
what, what? Hold on.
minutes,
They ain't
minutes.
trade D'Lo.
Oh well,
We
he
we,
not
we
gonna
didn't
help
trade
take
D'Lo. We let D'Lo walk. We just let D'Lo
And
right.
walk.
and that's not
And
what I heard
Dylan
from
Harper
them.
Dylan Harper is not getting those minutes, bro. Like as far as I know.
Yegor
From
might
what
get
I
more
heard,
minutes. Yegor might get more minutes than Dylan Harper. What we
from,
talking about?
from
No,
what
no,
I
no. I
heard,
agree.
that
I
shit
agree
about
with
to be
that.
Hunger
That I agree
Games
with.
out there,
That I
man.
agree with.
Word.
Man, that shit about to be Hunger Games out there. Depending on who
Talk
do
your shit,
good
Jay.
in summer league and who do good in camp, that's who's going to be getting playing time. Everybody else is going to the
Facts.
G League. They
Facts.
going to the G League to develop, and they're going to learn in Long Island. And if they could put up buckets out there, then they might be able to come back to the team. But
That's facts. Yo, oh Jay, hold on, bro. Is that an orange and blue hat you got on, bro, in this picture?
orange and blue, what you mean?
Is
He
that
talking
an
about
orange and
shit.
blue hat? Do I see that? I see in that picture, bro.
Well, it's
Is that
blue.
hat orange and blue, bro?
Uh, well, are
I'm
you
not.
are you
I
colorblind?
know the answer. I know the answer to the. Nah, I just want you to
Yeah,
No,
confirm the answer
no.
to the
I just
question.
want because before I say something, because I don't like to mess with people who's like impaired in any way. So,
Nah,
like,
I'm
I
not
ain't want.
impaired at all, bro. Nah, it's
So,
just my
so,
like I'm on the
so
phone,
you
bro.
looking
No,
at that hat and you see that you saying is the hat orange? Like, I'm just trying.
Oh gosh.
I'm just
is
trying to
is
make
the
sure
hat blue and orange, Jay? You heard, but I think no. That
the
I
hat
know what it's.
the hat is
Is the,
blue, yes, and the logo is yellow, orange, purple. You know, it's a different world logo,
shout
which
out
is
to a different world too, man.
11. Let
Shout out
me.
to him and D Rock.
Yeah,
Shut the different world, man.
yellow, orange, and purple, and the hat is royal blue, but the hat is not orange.
Okay, all right, cool. I just need you to confirm that.
No,
Nah,
I just needed to
continue.
confirm that you could see.
Nah,
Oh
I'm
man.
on the phone. That's why I asked you, bro. Like I was like, wait a minute.
What is it? The lighting or something that got you
Yeah, yeah,
thinking it's
yeah, yeah,
orange?
yeah, 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 yeah. It's the lighting on my phone because I have my contrast down. That's my bad. Hold on.
It's just
Okay, all right,
getting funnier,
cool. I had to turn it up. All right, cool.
Yo, man. Listen,
And that's crazy. Look, hold on. Let me say one more thing. It's crazy that
yeah.
you would be trying to put a Knicks allegation on me because
No,
that's
no,
what
no,
he
no,
was
no,
trying to
no,
do.
no, no,
Hold on,
no.
no,
That's
he
not
was
what
trying
that
to put
was.
a Knicks
No,
allegation on me.
no,
Look, hold on, look, let me finish.
no.
He was trying to put a Knicks allegation on me while I'm at the draft at the
Oh,
Barclays in a whole
wow.
Nets uniform.
That's
Like
not.
I got the
First,
whole uniform on,
hold up,
not even
hold
just
up.
the jersey.
Time
I
out,
No,
got
no,
time
the
out,
hold on, hold
time
on,
shorts
out.
hold
on
on.
too.
Hold on, time out, time out.
No.
Hold on, hold
I
on.
I
got
gotta
the
plead my
shorts
case.
on.
Cause I
Leave,
seen
hold
the
on.
let no, I
No,
knew it
leave.
was a
I
different
got
world hat because I seen you wear it before.
right.
I didn't know that what color of the hat that it was. I was like, wait a minute, is that a blue? Wait a minute, is that blue with orange letters?
Nah, see what I'm saying. Agree with Jay because I only had half of the uni. You know, I said I'm gonna wear the jersey, but I ain't had the shorts. Yo, no. So when you pull up at the Barclays and then you got the whole fit, it's
It was
like.
hot as hell that day too.
But
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was chilling. I knew I had the big fan breezy joint, see the custom made. You know what I'm saying? I get busy, but I'm saying this. You know what I mean? This conversation is so hilarious. Like we didn't think. As a matter of fact, we went to a Knicks versus Nets page and we was kicking up dust over there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
I just had to confirm that because I know my man Jay wouldn't do nothing
I'm
of that disorder, bro. Like I'm just
I'm
had to make
appalled.
sure.
I'm appalled at the allegations.
Nah,
No,
you
no,
tried
I
to
just
act like it wasn't an
no, it was
allegation, but it was.
question, bro. No. It wasn't no
Hello.
allegations means that
I find a lot of questioning egregious. You know what I mean? And I will not sit here and stand for these accusations on my net fans.
no, this was a private order, bro. I asked you and bro, it's just us three in here,
Oh
bro.
my
This is a
god.
private order, and I think, bro, like I reserve the right. If I see something wrong, I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. I know that ain't what I think it is. I'm like,
Let's
not
hold on.
my guy Jay. No, not him. No.
Hold on, yeah. Let me get through the content. Eric Slater, Jordi Fernandez with a confident statement on Diego demands outside shooting. His ability to shoot the ball attracted us. He's going to shoot the ball very well in this league. That is another thing that excites us. Now, hypothetically, how will he be getting in situations to shoot the ball well? Well, let's see. Cam Thomas above the 3-point line. They double him. Who's open? A 6'8" point guard right there by the 3-point line. They can't fuck with us. This team is going to be better than a lot of people think. A lot
Nah,
of fans think, man.
niggas had me thinking all day, and I ain't come up with a good one yet. But they said, what's gonna be the name of the duo for Cam and MPJ? It
Mm.
got to be something with shooting a lot. I don't know what it is, but
Nah, Leaf
nigga,
got it. He sent me this meme with the
with
they
the
both
square button, that's it.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that shit hilarious. And I thought it was kind of, I kind of I didn't laugh too hard, because I think Cam Thomas showed his last play of the game. If he want to pass the ball, he could pass the ball. And I'm saying that to say, don't only look at the assist, look at the turnover ratio in that game. It's not bad, man. He's not how you say reckless with the ball, man. He knows how to handle the ball. I'm
Niggas
telling
is
you,
gonna
bro.
be finding Cam so he can shoot, bro. We drafted passers so this nigga can get a bunch of shots, nigga. That's why.
They drafted the guys that could pass it to Cam Thomas, man.
Well, I tell you
Basically,
what.
nigga,
I
that
tell
nigga got one job: mash the
I tell
square
you
button.
what. I told
Listen.
y'all this shit was gonna fuck around and get messy if they don't do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they not doing the right thing. And I think it's starting to get messy because Cam Thomas still ain't signed yet.
That's a
Mm-hmm.
fact.
No. But again, you got to realize at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Uh, Cam Thomas got no problem betting it all. I guarantee you, Cam Thomas is that real where he'll play on this little contract that y'all talking about and bet on himself. Bet that he stay healthy. Bet that or not even bet, but believe in
I don't
himself.
know. I
You
don't
know what
know
I'm
if
saying?
that's the betting
Listen,
on
I
himself.
don't even know if the betting
listen.
is on him, bro. The betting is on the front office. They ain't get this
No,
deal signed yet.
no.
Yeah,
Like
nah.
Dayron and Zaire, bro, done got agreements, my nigga. This nigga don't.
No. But what I'm saying is he's still on contract though because they gave him the offer. He ain't agreed to the offer yet, to my knowledge.
He's not going to agree to the offer. He's going to counter the offer, and they either are going to accept his counter or not accept his counter. And then if they don't accept his counter, that's when he going to get to go shop other teams, and they going to get to offer. And then if they offer,
Then that
and
means we got a matchup.
they got to match it or not.
Because it's a restricted free agent, so they can match it. That makes sense.
But I didn't want it to get all
Yeah,
messy like
Breeze,
that.
Breeze, why you sound down when you said that just now?
That
Because
don't sound
I
like a
because
good.
because if you're gonna pay Cam Johnson, you're gonna pay Nick Claxton, you pay Cam Thomas. You're gonna pay, you know what I'm saying, Dayron Sharp pays Isaiah Williams, pay Cam Thomas.
But
Like
they
to
they
me,
they underpaid
They underpaid
Dagon.
Zaire and Dayron.
But
no, but
they
whatever,
but
but that's what I'm saying.
like I said last night is if you was making 3 million last year and you making 6 million a year this time, you still making double what you made, but you wanted to make more than that.
True.
But
Both of them niggas are supposed to get minimum 9 to 10 mil each, bro. Like there's no excuse for why we lowball them. But I mean, but it is what it is. I'm thinking that I'm thinking that Cam Thomas is seeing that and he thinking like, wait, what?
right.
Just
Not no, but if I'm looking at it as a
what?
fan of Cam Thomas, I'm looking at it like they taking small contracts and they taking small bread and they doing that to basically hold a bread so they could, you know what I'm saying, pay who they really want to pay. And I'm saying Cam Thomas should be like, yo, they should really want to pay me. But anybody that you're gonna go out and get besides Cam Thomas, let's put a name to it. I'm tired of all of this shit. In
Mhm.
realistic trade situations, because we don't have to do hypotheticals no more because we're in the free agency.
Right.
And when you look at what's going on and the likelihood of Cam Thomas being traded for any of these free agents right now, it's ridiculous. Cam Thomas got the best timeline for these rookies. Cam Thomas in a situation where him leading this team behooves him. And it's no sweat off his back far as a window to win, right? Because he been here since he got drafted here and got love here. But at the end of the day, it is business. And because it's business, he ain't gonna take nothing short than what he could get. Now, case in point, Cam Thomas and the Brooklyn Nets know he best here. Just get past the business side. When you talk about basketball, him with Yeager, him with Drake Powell, him with all of these different teammates, I've seen success with other teammates, and I don't think that it's going to be anything different when he play next to these new teammates. Him and Claxton have shown that they could play through a lot of different teammates. That's a fact. As a matter of fact, shit. Besides Claxton, Cam Thomas, who was on the team? Dayron Sharp, because he was here the same draft. Cam Thomas. Zion
Basically.
Williams just got here last year. Like you see what I'm saying? But they like the old they been the longest tenor on the Brooklyn Nets. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's an advantage. Why get a new guy here to be with rookies when you got a guy that been here, know Jordi Fernandez system because he was part of it last season. And when you connect the dots, it make more sense to keep Cam Thomas and pay Cam Thomas than to look and to outsource. That's what
I
I'm saying.
mean, you telling the wrong niggas that, bro. What you need to do. Go find that nigga Sean Marks. Tell him I
Yeah.
like what you did the last 2 weeks. Listen, knock on his door, double R style. Tell him, yo, what the fuck is going on? Was hey man, I don't think Cam Thomas is accepting the offer. Well, what y'all offered him? Man, if you don't like the numbers, you need to write down, get a piece of paper, write down your numbers, flip the number over, and then push the piece of paper to him. Because it don't seem like Cam Thomas and his management or whatever, his agency or whatever, is doing their due diligence. Because this deal should have been done. We shouldn't even be talking about this right now.
Nah, what I'm saying is they give me small contracts so that way they got bread to do what they need to do. They're not giving wild, crazy bread to nobody. Like, oh my God, how could they pay Cam Thomas? They putting themselves in situations to pay somebody. Why else would Zaire agree? Why else would Dayron agree? Dayron, if he wasn't cool with Cam Thomas, he probably wouldn't even take that contract. And I'm not saying Zaire and Dayron took a small contract for Cam Thomas. I'm saying that we might be in a situation where they are building that bond and culture. You know, I can't prove it, right? But it's something different about the basketball culture with this coach as the Brooklyn Nets head coach. You feel what I'm saying? Shout to BK Nothing But Nets podcast, YB17, Claude Smith, Orange Spiegel. We gonna go to This Is Jay, man. I'm gonna read this comment and then we gonna let Jay react and Leaf react. I'm gonna go last. Um, Drake Powell on his ever shifting low usage role pre NBA. He said, I say it really just kind of switched my mentality a little bit. You know, like you said, my usage rate had dropped a lot once I got to North Carolina, but I was still playing like heavy minutes and being able to help the team be successful. I really could have, just sulked and just complained to the coaches, but like, what does that get done? That was really the way I thought. And so I just accepted the role that I was given with open arms. And yeah, I just wanted to be able to play it to the best of my ability to help the team be successful. Um, so he seemed like you know what I'm saying? You can't break his confidence. He is extremely strong mentally. Like he's going from student athlete to a professional athlete. You know, I can see him mature. He's like ready for the NBA. This is what I get from it. But Jay, what you got? What you got on this?
Pretty much the same thing. It seemed like he is ready to contribute to whatever team he's on in whatever way he can, and hopefully he'll be able to show it off. But
So hold on, let me ask you this, Jay, because last year you was a fan of KJ. I'll call him KJ. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Keon. You know what I'm saying? Keon Johnson. And him having the highest vert and jumping the highest in the league. Now Drake Powell, they say he was the jumped the highest in the combine. What you think about that part, the athleticism? You know what I'm saying? You've been in the Barclays at the
it's,
game. What could a dunker? What could an athlete a dunk? I'm asking you because you go to the games. You at the draft with me. You in the picture with me at the draft. You at the Barclays. What does a athletic dunker do for the Barclays? You know what I'm saying? Being at the game.
well, the first thing I thought was it wasn't higher than KJ, but
Okay.
the second thing I
Wait,
thought
it wasn't.
no,
They said it was 43.
KJ KJ was the highest ever recorded.
What number was he?
I think it was like 48 or some shit like that.
That's impossible.
Yo, it was some
That's
wild shit.
impossible. That's impossible. I'm willing to give you like 40, 42.
Let
No,
me go. Let me look. Let me look.
40, 48. No, I'm not doing that.
It was something wild where he had because that's why they said his shit was the highest ever
You
recorded.
said 48?
Yeah.
Nigga, that's Jordan. Like, what the fuck?
Hold on, I'm gonna look right now. But they said we got the fastest player in the draft too.
So you talking about Nolan Troyer?
Nolan Trayor?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, how you say his name right? Traore?
I'm gonna just say Nolan.
Yeah, just call him Nolan. Hold on. Yo, shout to Ice. Yo, I sent you the link, Ice. I'm finna throw the link in the chat. So but yeah, what you think? What you got on this, Leaf?
Yeah, 48-inch vertical in the 2021 draft combine.
Tough.
Somebody was sniffing heroin. Ain't no way that shit was 48.
And he
But
surpassed the previous record of 45.5.
Damn, he jumped that shit
and
by
that was
3
held
inches.
by.
Kenny Gregory since
Oh,
2001.
I'm pretty sure Jordan had like a minimum of 46 or some shit like that. But I don't know.
Yo,
Um.
Jordan ain't have no vertical like Keon, man. What are you talking about?
oh man.
All right, if you say so.
All right,
About this
Ice.
comment. Just to answer the question about this comment with Drake Powell.
I don't say
Yeah.
it, man. The combine said it, man. Maybe Jordan got his vertical once he got into the league. He worked more, but Keon was at the combine with it, 48 inches, man. Pause.
Yo, man. Yo,
Yeah,
listen, man. Don't.
let me
I hate.
just to answer the question about Drake Powell. Yeah, 100%, bro. I'm in. It seemed like the play. It seemed like that type of player that we want. When we got him in the draft. Remember, we traded a pick. We traded for a pick. We facilitated the Porzingis pick to get him, and we got a pick from what was it, Atlanta or somebody. So like, shout out to Atlanta, man, for
Hold on.
holding us down. They may have helped us draft our probably our best perimeter defender
Oh
for
yeah,
the next
and
couple of
I
years. So
meant
I
to
mean,
say,
so
Tony was in Tony Time was in my comments on in my on was hitting me up on TikTok, and he was like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, y'all was saying that, oh, you can't compare Jaeger to Luca and this, that, and the third." And he sent me a clip of an interview where somebody was interviewing Jaeger, and they was asking him, "Who do people compare his game to?" And the first thing he said was Luca, because I'm a big guard and I pass well. And they compare me to Luca all the time. And if they was comparing him to Luca in the Euro League, I like to see that out here, man.
Who they was comparing to Luca?
Jaeger.
yeah, go.
Diego?
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't
I
see it,
believe
bro.
that shit. What you mean you don't? I listen. You ain't see him play yet, bro. That's fair to say.
I
You see
did
it,
see him play, my nigga, but I don't
bro.
see
I
Luke.
mean,
I don't see Luca when I see him play, bro.
bro,
Like
you don't listen. I'm just saying, bro. Like where they
Well,
from,
that's
bro?
what he said. That's what he said. He said that like when people be talking to him, that's who they compare him to. But and he said
Mm-hmm.
he feel like it's because he's a big guard and
So
he
so
passes
hold on.
exceptionally well.
Instead of in the court, instead of yelling Kobe, they yell Luca.
I guess.
Luca.
I mean, I listen. If he ends up becoming that, we talking about it. Uh, we talking about the best player in the draft, probably. If he ends up
Mm-hmm.
becoming that, so like, I mean, I don't know what Ace gonna have to say with that. Cooper, Ace Cooper, or Dylan got to say about that, man, and Jeremiah Fitz, but. I mean, if he becomes that, we talking about one of the best players in the draft, if not the best. But I mean, I'm cool with it if that ever happens. But I just don't see Luca right now. But
Mm-hmm.
to get to the comment about Drake Powell, yeah, 100%,
Please.
bro. Just move it along. It seemed like the type of player when I read a comment like that, I think about something that Bradley Bill was saying to his like youth team and then everything. He was like, "Yo, you're not going to be able to take a whole bunch of shots. You're not going to be able to do what you did in college or high school. It's everything in the NBA is about how can you help your team win. And I think Drake Powell, right off the rip, right, like already signifies that. I think he gonna get a spot for sure. He gonna work hard. I see a lot of effing in this kid. I mean, I see a lot of a lot of committing to both sides of the ball, especially on the defensive end, getting the hustle plays, doing a lot of the dirty work. I see a lot of that with this kid, man. He gonna be all right, man. So I like it for sure.
All right, yo, Chocolate Leaf, yo, Ice on the panel with us, yo, Ice, shout your chin out real quick. You know what I'm
Yo, y'all know
saying?
where to find me at. The Tip Off from Brooklyn Nets podcast and YouTube. And you can follow me on TikTok where I'm currently on a roll right now. You heard?
Like butter,
Like
Uh,
bread
like
on butter.
jelly.
I'm trying to tell you, like dice in your hand. You know what I'm saying? You got
like
some
a bacon,
sauce.
egg, and cheese, you heard?
Facts. Talk to him, Ice. Ice. We gonna get to the next thing. Know what I'm saying we could. I should react to that first. I'll probably go first in real short soliloquy. Then we're gonna go to Ice. Damn, this shit long as hell. Jordi Fernandez gave me a long response when I asked. He even said it. When I asked what excites him about Diego Demen. Definitely gonna get us to Ice. I'm gonna read it and then we're gonna go to Ice. His positional size and his playmaking obviously is very important that we help each other and we give each other the best shot possible. You know what I'm saying? We give each other the best shot possible. And we believe that he can do it. We believe that he can do it. Whether playing pick and roll or simply making the right play. Okay, pick and roll in there. Okay, I like that. That's who he is. And if you watch him play and you get to know him, you can see that right away. His ability to shoot the ball, he's going to shoot the ball very well in this league. That is another thing that excites us, but also his work ethic. We know he's going to show up. He's going to work every day. That's something that caught our eye because, as you know, it's not just watching them play real games, but we know a lot about these guys. That's what you do through the process. Like Sean said, the coaches who were a part of the process were amazing. The group did an amazing job, and us coaches being involved in it very unique for me for my experience in selecting Diego. Another thing that I believe he's going to help us with is his full court pace. Okay, his ability to throw the ball at. That's also going to help the team. We're pretty fast in the half court and slow in the full court, and I think he's going to help us be faster in the full court. Ice. Well, how you feel about what Jordy said about Diego?
Most of that's true. He's not. He's not really going. He's not a. He's
Mm.
not really a push the pace point guard. He is a pass ahead. He can pass ahead, but everything else is facts though. He on point with it. Pick and roll is like his specialty. He can really maneuver around the pick and roll. I think most of the guys we got like pick and roll. You know what I'm saying? That's their bread and butter to go to. You give them a pick, they can
Nah,
get.
nah, nah, nah. They wasn't doing no pick and roll. They was doing kicking. They was going drive and kick.
No,
So,
no, no,
so this whole pick and roll shit new for us.
no,
So,
no.
like,
And they talking some 3 second offense shit.
Yeah, nah, pick and roll for the guys that we just drafted. That's what I meant. Pick and rolls for the guys
okay,
that we just drafted. They all are pretty good in pick and roll. All the guys that can handle the rock, they maneuver through the pick and roll, make it easy for them to get to the paint and for them to make those passes that you know what I'm saying, the drive and kick type passes and or score or throw the lob because these all
Say
yo
3 seconds or less. Ain't none of these niggas Steve Nash last time I checked.
hey. I don't
How
know.
you know?
Trey Yor is he can get yo, he can move, bro. Trey Yor, I didn't know Trey Yor was faster than Fairs, and that's telling you something. You know
so
what I'm
hold on.
saying?
No, hold on, Ice. While we here, talk to me about the contrast, Yegor and Nolan Trayor, and why a Nolan went 8 and a Nolan and Trayor went
Well, well,
where you went.
well, like Jaeger, you know what I'm saying? Jaeger played overseas and then came. He tried college. You know what I'm saying? They tried
Okay.
college to get to the league. That was his thing. Trayor stayed overseas. And I think Diego, because Diego is the bigger point guard and he went to college, you know what I'm saying? And they seen what he did. And he has those Luka comps, I believe. I don't think it is. I think he's closer to Halliburton play style than Lucas. But Trayor, the only reason Trayor dropped down out the lottery because he was playing bad the first half of the season, wasn't shooting well. And then in the other half of the season, he picked up, or else him too would have been in the lottery as a point guard. So there'd been him, Yegor, Jeremiah, Dylan, and who else was the other point guard? I think that was it. Them point guard, they all would have been in the lottery if they would have played well from the beginning to end, like Jeremiah and Dylan did. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason they dropped out.
Nah, facts. This was a long soliloquy, man. But I heard what you think about this. Shout out to Ice. So, Ice, throw your link in the chat for me. Jay, what you think about this, Jay?
Um. Oh wait, what the fuck was it? Give me the gist of it again. I can't even remember.
The gist, for the most part, is Jay Gore and what he could bring to the team. Basically, he's supposed to do what Ben Simmons was supposed to do. Basically.
That's what I've been saying for 2 weeks. Know what I mean, they.
Right. Right. That's why I said it like that.
Like they drafted a big point guard to do what Ben Simmons was going to do because Ben Simmons didn't do the job. Hopefully, this kid actually going to shoot, actually going to shoot the ball. And
Mhm.
but the whole thing that I'm saying is I don't see how you going to do pick and rolls and all this crazy shit with 3 seconds. Because if they talking to 3 seconds or less offense, that's very very
That
quick
means the ball
movement,
is flying up the fucking
right?
court, bro.
But that's what they saying they want to do. So.
Mhm.
I
I
ain't mad at
mean,
it, but I just got to
my
see how it works.
I
but
mean, I mean, you
with
about to
three
turn
point
this
guards
team
you
into
could
a
do it.
bunch of Usain Bolt niggas, bro. Like, I'm okay with it, my nigga. But like, just make sure don't
Because
nobody
I'm
blow
just
out
trying
they
to,
fucking
because think
Achilles.
about it. Think about it. When you say 3 seconds or less, that means you inbound the ball 1, 2, 3. They want a shot up. That's the
Basically.
goal to get a shot that fast. Like you doing.
So we trying to set a new record and pace, my nigga. What we about to be the Pacers, my nigga? Like that's what we about to do.
I
Because
don't
that's
know.
what it
For
sounds
summer
like to
league
Yeah,
me.
and
that
just to
kind of
step on the
sound like what the Pacers was doing at some points in the playoffs. Because I feel like. uh Me and Breeze kept talking about it. Like while the other team was celebrating the bucket, they was
Uh huh.
scoring again.
Yep.
Like they
They did
they
that
was
shit.
getting their
They did
bucket
that.
right back.
They basically did that shit the entire series to the Knickerbombers 2 years in a row. Like when them niggas got an inside bucket and Carl Anthony Towns was a crying for a call, them niggas got the ball up the court in seconds, bro. Like and
Hmm.
while the defense wasn't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you could catch some teams lacking, my nigga, but I mean, yeah, I'm cool with it. I mean, if it worked, but at some point we're gonna have to get in the half court set and we're gonna have to work magic in there. You know what I'm saying? But I think we can. We got some players that could excel. Pick and roll
Yeah.
situations, pick and dives, and a lot of the X zones that we run in the half court set. So I'm cool with that too.
Yeah, this is the Brooklyn Nets part of the show. We finna go around the league in just a minute. I just threw the link in the chat. We're gonna get the
Lots and
Jaeger.
lots of moves being made around the league.
That's a lot
Yeah,
of money
man.
being made, nigga. These niggas.
I think
Oh
that
man.
everybody
Hold on, let's get to this last part of the Nets content. I know we finna go around the league and whatnot. I mean,
would say that everybody's waiting for summer league and just to step on the court in the jersey and play basketball together.
Yeah, of course, summer league is important, and also the preseason with the team after getting to know everyone and make sure to know like basketball wise everyone, and yeah, as me as a point guard, I would say that it's important to know these guys and know what they like and just start to build the team right away.
Yeah, just hitting off of what Yegor and Nolan already said. Just getting to know everyone so we can build that chemistry.
Yeah, for me, of course, getting to know everybody, getting to know the system, offensively and defensively. And of course, I'm really excited for the summer league and to start a journey.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything different I could say, but
that's Danny
yeah,
Wolf.
just getting to kind of build that
I'm sure that's Danny
relationship and
Wolf.
camaraderie, not only with these four other guys, but the entirety of the team, the young
Nigga, that's
guys,
Mark
coaches, front
Zuckerberg.
office, and just kind of starting on the right foot and just getting ready and for
Mark
summer league, and then just
Zuckerberg.
gearing up for the
Hold on,
season.
Mark.
I think
I
everyone's
ain't
pretty
gonna lie.
excited.
He dead look. Oh my
Yo, it
fucking
looked
god.
like the social
Oh
Yo,
my
network.
Jay,
god. Yo, he do.
we cannot
Oh
unsee that
man.
now.
No, no, no. Yo, Breeze, bro. Hold up. But
Yo,
put the
how we
put the
got the owner of
put
Facebook
the
on our
full screen
team?
up, bro. Like I'm not gonna. Oh my god. I keep forgetting he Jewish. Oh shit.
We got the owner of Facebook on our team.
Hold on. For entertainment
Damn.
purposes only.
Oh
Nah,
my
Uh,
god.
I watched that
Yo,
shit
we really
earlier.
got a league. We really got a League of Legends team out here, bro. Like I'm
League of
not like
Legends.
It's the
like
Brooklyn League of
listen,
Nations, bro. Get it
League of
right.
Nations. Yeah, my
Brooklyn
bad.
League of Nations.
Pardon me.
listen. Hold on. I gotta say this, and I'll just me being who I am. I gotta say this. If these brothers are winning basketball games and spreading peace in their spare time, who should stop them? God will bless them. All I'm saying is, listen, man.
I ain't gonna lie, they win championships. They could stop wars. I ain't gonna hold you. They dead ass might end peace in the Middle East out here, bro. Like they're
The
serious,
Brooklyn.
bro. Like we got bit the shit. Only thing we missing is Ben Saraf. We good to go.
Think about it, man. Think about it, John. What you think about it? Are we wilding? Are we are we going too far with it? Cause the
Well,
Brooklyn Nets, y'all saying this, I'm giving y'all hype. Maybe y'all should slow
Man, I
down. Maybe
just
y'all
said he
hyping
looked
me.
like Mark Zuckerberg. That's all I said.
Yeah, I can't unsee that one, Jay.
yeah, I
Thanks
can't
for
unsee
remembering,
that
bro.
neither, bro. Like for real.
No,
I
no,
saw that, bro. He
but it
got the
was good.
whole Mark Zuckerberg face structure and
He
everything,
he
bro.
do. Like when
Yeah,
you just had him on the screen, he was talking. I was joking, but I really thought it was Mark Zuckerberg for a
I
second.
listen. I swear, if he is related to dude, bro, somehow, some way, bro. I swear
That's
to
funny.
God.
that's a conversation for another time or the Maury show. But anyway, to get back
Said
to
on
this,
the
man.
Maury show.
Yeah.
What?
Hold on, John, you foul. John,
Mark
you out of
Zuckerberg,
bounds
you
for
are
that.
not the father.
Yo, that's mad
John,
funny.
you out of bounds. You out of
No,
bounds
you
for that.
started, Leaf. You started that,
You
Leaf.
out of
You
bounds
started
for
that.
that.
No,
Come
Jay
on.
started. Jay started. Jay
I did
started.
not go that far, bro.
No. But let me get to the content. All right, let's get to the content. We're gonna settle back. All right. Yeah, listen, it was good to see the guys just get their first takes off, what their expectations are to grow in the system, develop. Yegor Devin, man, I'm seeing some leader skills off the bat. He was the first one to answer questions about him and Nolan Trio are playing against each other. These guys have played against each other, so it's good they have a rapport, a little scouting report on each other. Now it's how you combine the skills together. But Jaeger, man, he's like, we could run an offense, defensive system, but he's like, oh wait, it's not my team right now. I'm on a whole completely different team. So it was fun to see like that competitive spirit already coming out of Jaeger. I think they made a good choice, wanting to get him. They have to get him at 8, probably not, but he's wearing the number 8 jersey. He's wearing that Target, the first ever Brooklyn Nets lottery pick. So I definitely like the confidence and mocks I'm already seeing from Jaeger, and I hope his offensive game just gets better and it'll translate. But I think these guys are going to grow a lot these next 2 years. They're going to get the minutes. I think Jordy's saying it's going to be a 10-man rotation this year. Means everybody's got to earn everything, kind of like last year. But now you have really fresh, raw guys just trying to cut their way in the league. So it's going to be good to see
Hold
who
on.
earns those
Not
minutes.
can I hear John specifically talk about that in the positive? Can you talk about how when these guys is getting G League,
Mhm.
not you have the opportunity to be a G League or the NBA, bro? You know what they really want. You
Right,
know that the money different. They got motivations. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
right.
just saying that's the advantage we got because they really gonna be out there playing hard. You know what I mean?
Right, and the good thing about and even Sean Mark said, listen, these guys are going to spend some time in G League. It's not a bad thing at all. Basically, the G League for these guys is like extra training. It's like getting your rhythm and timing and all that stuff. And then when you play the real games, it's like, okay, this is what I did in G League, how I could get better from the day before. So I think these guys, as long as they're playing basketball this year in G League, off the bench or starting, those are important minutes that not many prospects or rookies can get in their first year.
Yeah.
These guys can.
Can
Mhm.
I hear you? Can I hear you and Ice go back and forth about the G League because, like Noah, i.e. Noah Clowney, right? He had when he was in the G League, they was giving him mad shot attempts, bro. I think there was a game where he had like 22 shot attempts, and just that part. I just want to hear you and Ice talk about what the difference is between these players getting minutes in the G League and like just.
Right. Well, I'll go first real quick. Yeah, it's a confidence booster. Like you're working on all your skills in G League. There's not a crazy amount of pressure. It's more of like you competing against yourself. Now, when you get to the big leagues part of it, it's like, okay, can I replicate what I did in the G League? Like, there's obviously going to be a lot of pitfalls with these guys this year, but you are going to gain some things. Like you're going to have a stretch where these guys go on little runs. It's like, okay, that's progress. They weren't as confident the first few portions of the season, but you get to that middle end, it's like these guys are playing completely different than how they started. Like Noah Clowney, the kid got strong his first year. He put on like 10 pounds of muscle, something like that. So it's like those little its and bits that you have to do. And I know IC's been out the G League a lot.
Hold on, John and Ice. I'm sorry. Easy, can you stop trying to put stains on my jacket? The reason why I asked Eskimo and John to talk about it is not to pit them versus each other, but more so Ice was the first one talking about the G League players and the Tyrese Martin and so on. So again, that's my backstory on why I said that. But again, Ice, what do you think about the G League and the NBA and the rookies? How they gonna get minutes?
Well, I'm gonna say it's good because, like I said, they be using the same system in the G League, and like if you're like Noah Clowney and Jalen Wilson, they will let you basically give you the keys down there, so you become the guy, and you get to you get the ball in your hands more, you get to shoot more, you get to initiate the offense, so you get a more understanding of what's going on when somebody else has. Basically, you got to learn everything when you down there. You know what I'm saying? When you got the ball in your hands, and when you don't have the ball in your hands. So when you come up, it's an easier adjustment. It's not thinking so much, but you got to just, you know what I'm saying, adjust to the guys upstairs now, how they play. So you get adjusted to the guys down there. You get familiar with your guys. Yeah.
Ice, can you just slow it down right there, that part? Like, the G League play, who you think is going to learn the most with the ball out of their hands? Like Drake Powell, right? Drake Powell, he's going to have to do more catch and shoot than the point guards because he's like the two guard small forward in this situation. Do you think Drake Powell, being athletic as he is, do you think he could learn how to play off ball? Is he an off ball player? Is he good at that?
Yeah, he already an off ball player. I think his on ball creation needs work. So, you know what I'm saying, putting the ball in his hands and let him go ISO a few times down there would benefit him, because he's going to be defense first, and then he's going to be catch and shoot, and then he's going to be create later. So you want him to do kind of like the opposite, create first, you know what I mean? Pass second and go backwards. You know what I'm saying? The rest of them have to do the opposite. Like Trayor and them, they're gonna run point guard, but you might want to set him off ball a little bit. And you know, if he goes down there, you want them to do the opposite.
Right. And just to add to what I said, Drake Powell talked about it in his role with North Carolina. He had to sacrifice. Like, the coach tried to limit him in certain portions, and he said, you know what, I could have been sour about it, had an attitude, but I was like, you know what can I do to help the team? He took that, which was a disadvantage, turned it into an advantage, still put up decent numbers, and that right there is like, not many prospects can have that type of mentality. So I really like Drake Powell's patience level and his ability to get better with disadvantages. Like, he's going to have to earn his minutes too. He might spend some time in the G League this year, but he's not going to feel sully about it. He's going to say, I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to go. And that's the type of defensive moxie we're probably going to get from a guy like Drake Powell. So I really like the fact that he's already been faced with disadvantages, and he didn't let that stop him from getting drafted. He was actually the first person to get drafted from where he's from, his town. So that's pretty damn cool too at the same time, to say he's the first to be drafted. So I just wanted to mention that little nugget.
Yeah. We gonna get to around the league, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know we always gonna talk Brooklyn Nets basketball. Shea got that deal. Let's see how it go.
Champs, let's welcome back in Shams. Shams, SGA coming off one of the most accomplished seasons in NBA history, but how did the Thunder reward him for that? Today, some big news.
Malika, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the reigning NBA MVP, Finals MVP, and the Oklahoma City Thunder have reached agreement on a 4-year, $285 million super maximum contract extension. That makes him the highest annual paid player in NBA history. He got every penny of that Supermax contract, and this is the second long-term contract extension that he has signed in Oklahoma City. Remember, back in 2021, Sam Presti and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander negotiated, collaborated. They had to really reach an agreement on that max extension. This one was different. This was SGA's extension, and he got every bells and whistle possible in this agreement. I am told his deal includes an opt-out in 2030-31 season, but this agreement truly cements the partnership that both sides have had since joining forces in 2019.
Wow.
Big money. Listen, all I'm gonna say is
We ain't gonna point out the fact that Shams tried to send a shot right there, though. I know y'all heard that. He talking about how he got every whistle and everything like that.
Oh no, I ain't tripping on that. So I think that with him getting the money, it's gonna do that. The money is gonna increase. I ain't tripping on none of that. They just won the NBA championship. If they was gonna pay somebody the most money, is somebody who just had Finals MVP and just won the NBA championship. So it makes sense. I ain't got much to say on this. It is what it is. Congratulations.
$80 million a year. Good Lord, that's a lot of money.
They said in like 2030, he'll get like $1 million per game. And like around that time, 2020, 2030, he'll get $1 million a game. That's crazy,
Hold up,
man.
this nigga getting 80 a year?
It says the last year it says 79 million.
Crazy,
So
man.
80 million.
God damn.
Yeah.
And the extension doesn't kick in until 2 years later. So again, Presti's playing with house freaking money. Like you have a legit shot to be a mini dynasty before that money's gonna knock the shit out of him, man.
That money he gonna get his ass whooped, man. Like if they really gonna have to, they really got to pay that. But shout out to shout out to shout out to SCA. He is gonna get paid that money. It might not be in an OKC uniform by the time his last year's contract, but I mean, fuck it, still get on paid. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him.
Man, he not going
Yeah.
nowhere.
Nah, them OKC ain't paying all of that.
Unless he get a bad injury or something, God forbid, he ain't going nowhere. See what they did to Dame, man? They done got Dame the fuck up out of there. Nigga said,
They did Dame a favor, bro. Like now Dame could go sign with somebody else.
Nigga
He said
said
he's
you.
happy.
Yeah, they did Dame a favor.
Nigga said you injured.
Yo.
Get the fuck out of here, man. We don't need your services no more. Injured nigga.
Yo. Like, but bro, he get every penny of that contract. Did you know that?
He still get paid.
Yeah, he get paid. Yeah, every year they gotta pay him,
Nah,
bro.
he get paid as long as he on waivers, but if he get picked up on waivers, he could sign a new contract. He can sign like 4 years, 113 or something like that.
But he out for next year anyway, right?
Why
No,
would
he
he
sure
sign,
is.
bro?
They said he could come back by playoffs next year, and there are already teams willing to call him to offer him a 2-year deal potentially. So he might be back next year on a cheap contract.
Why would he? If that money's so you saying he not gonna lose that money though?
No, he's going to get that money from the Bucks, but now he could sign with any team he wants now on like a 2-year cheap contract, which is wild considering the fact that he's got 60 mil coming his way.
Right. Championship team gonna pick him up, man.
I heard the Warriors, man, are interested in him, which is shocking. I'm surprised.
I don't.
I heard Denver was interested, bro, because they did free up some money.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Why you don't like it? What you don't like about it?
Because I think that his comfort zone because of his health is playing above the 3-point line. He can't really get downhill like he used to.
Right.
And you can't rely on him for 82 games. He ain't
The
on
best place for him to go is Denver, nigga. Spot up and shoot.
Dame would be a
Spot
better
up,
than
spot up and
Westbrook.
shoot, nigga.
I think he's going to Miami. Remember the Heat were interested in him about a year and a half ago. They need a third guy, so don't be surprised if Miami calls his way either. They need that third guy, Tyler and Bam.
Well, if he went to Indiana, that'd be crazy.
Whoa.
Well, they just lost Miles Turner, so
He went to Indiana, my nigga. It ain't gonna be this year because they definitely not making the playoffs. Them niggas is lottery.
This soul got ripped out today. You just lose by one game. You lost your superstar and you lost your big man in like 2 weeks. That's
a lot. That's a lot.
Oh.
They getting a lottery pick.
That's all.
They definitely get a lottery pick. So who we got? We got Boston in the lottery. We got Lakers in the lottery. We got Philly probably gonna be in the lottery again. Those are 3 teams that's probably gonna get the benefit of the doubt before we do. Who else? Utah. I don't think they're gonna be shit. Utah. Charlotte probably gonna be back in lottery. So yeah, there goes AJ DeBonster.
See, look, Jeff Peterson doing work. Kept Trey Man 3 years, $24 million.
That's a robbery.
Yo, he got Pat Connaughton's expiring in 2 seconds. I thought Sean should use that cap space today. That would have been a good use for our cap space. 2 more picks and buy out a contract. I thought that was a missed opportunity by Marks today.
Jeff Peterson ain't no joke.
Nope. He's collecting. I call him Danny Ainge Jr. right now.
What the hell is he collecting in Charlotte? That's a shithole.
He's collecting assets right now. That's the best you can do in a shithole right now. Collect the assets.
No, keep it in good play. They try to change the culture. No, the GM is always supposed to change the culture when you get to the
right.
And that's what he's doing. Jeff Peterson is doing.
The GM, that ain't the GM job. That's the coach. That's the players and the coach's job.
Bro, the GM is the one making those transactions.
Yeah, but they gotta make it work on the court on their end, bro. Like you can't be just paying niggas 3 years, $24 million, and they ain't making it work.
We not talking about somebody random. We talk about Trey Man. He who?
I'm not saying it. Nah, he good, my nigga. But I mean, is he changing?
They don't give him. They don't offer that money. He's still an NBA player. It's 30 teams.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
But it's kind of. For Trey Man, no disrespect, it's kind of easy to get paid 3 years, $24 million in a shithole like the Charlotte, my nigga. Like, it's a shithole.
Takes full
Why did
advantage.
Detroit get Robinson, man? I thought that was a questionable move.
That
There.
was that was a steal. I don't give a fuck what
Yeah,
nobody say.
it was. Yeah,
Steal.
bro.
Steal.
Beasley is out. They had to replace Beasley some type of way,
They
bro.
had to replace
Right.
Beasley. Beasley,
No, I
I don't know
get
what the
it.
fuck he
He's
did.
a
And
good
Robinson is a
3-point
better
shooter.
shooter than Beasley.
But defensively, I think they took a little step back there. I understand why they made the move, though.
You know,
But
Beasley couldn't play no defense neither.
Yo, I'm gonna
Shit.
be honest with you, and this as a fan, you know, I hold my handle as big fan, and this is what make me not be a big fan is knowing that players do this type of shit, where they make bets, and you know, you're not even playing at your full strength, and you know, I'm not gonna lie, Beasley probably fucked up one of my parlays. Can't lie to you, because when he played when they played versus the Knicks, I just knew he was gonna go off. He's putting up bricks the whole night. Bro,
I ain't gonna
I
lie.
could, and
I
now,
know
and
Pistons fans,
bro,
bro. That's tight,
and
bro. I meant to
hold on,
ask these niggas.
and now that this happened, I'm not. It's not personal. I'm just saying, like you fucked up my whole parlay doing some other shit. Like I'm supposed to be doing parlays, not you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I said that to say, with Duncan next to Cade Cunningham, bro, he's tall too, so he can see over defenders. Like Cade Cunningham gonna get you space. Where does this put the Pistons? This makes them a top 5 team in the East.
They lost
In the
Tim
conference.
Hardaway as
I mean,
well.
shit,
Though.
they was already a top 5 team in the East.
Oh, they
I
lost
definitely
Tim
think they'll
Hardaway?
be an all team. I
Yeah,
think
they
they'll
lost
be
Tim Hardaway to the Nuggets.
Denver. Yep.
But Denver kind of
I mean, the Tim Hardaway wasn't much to lose, bro. Like, I
Denver
mean,
kind of
shit.
deep.
You getting Ivy back, and you just got Duncan Robinson, bro. Like, that's a dub to me.
So
Fuck Tim
hold on,
Hardaway.
y'all. I got the Pistons at top 5 team in the
They,
East.
they also re-signed Paul Reed today, which was a good move. I'm glad they have him and Durant. That was a good combo right there. I like that. The Duncan thing, I have to see how it plays out. You know, he has to give them a lot more than just 3-point shots because they need everybody to win this year. They need everybody.
Yeah, I think he could. Listen,
They got
the
Malik
East.
Beasley 3-point shots. They could definitely get him 3-point shots.
The way the East is, it's
Nah,
gonna
man.
it's gonna be close, man.
The bum ass Knickerbockers, man. The bum ass niggas is making moves that I like, man.
It's the Knickerbummers.
Now, once they pay Bridges that money, Jay, it's over, bro. Once that guy,
they got Yabusele, bro.
And
The
Jordan
nigga,
Clarkson.
the nigga who dunked on LeBron, and they got Jordan Clarkson, and they got Dink Pate.
Is Yabusele a forward or a backup center? Which one is he? A forward or backup?
Yabusele is forward.
They
He
both.
power forward.
Okay. Because somebody said he was a backup center. I'm like, well, what happens to Robinson? I was like, okay, no, he's a forward.
Bro, they got all of that. They still ain't got no damn coach. They should have signed that.
But here's the thing: the extensions are coming up. Are they going to
thought
extend?
about that before they fired their coach.
I mean, but if they got them niggas, he wasn't gonna play him anyway. So now they gotta get a new nigga.
Damn, that's what y'all was talking about. Denver prioritized a shooter in free agency Tuesday and adds Hardaway and its acquisitions of Cam Johnson, Bruce Brown Jr., and Jonas Valanciunas. Wow. Yeah, they listen. They got Jokic prime. Jokic don't give a fuck about that MVP. Oh, and they probably even made him mad. Like, yo, we really gotta. Like, this is Jokic prime. He's older than Shea. He like, if I don't win now, I ain't gonna be able to beat OKC. If I ain't gonna beat them now, they trying to get past OKC with building this roster. Is it enough? Is this enough to get past OKC?
Of course it is. Because they had enough this year. This Aaron Gordon got hurt.
They should have traded for Cam Johnson before the deadline. Then maybe they would have won.
They would have won had Aaron Gordon not got hurt, my nigga. That's how they would have won.
But if they'd have had an extra shooter on the team, it wouldn't have hurt it.
By the way, everyone's saying Cam Johnson is the better player. I'm just saying that's what they saying right now.
Oh boy. Niggas is really buying into that ideology, I guess.
Yo, that's what all the Nuggets fans are saying. I was watching Locked On Nuggets by accident, and they was going crazy. Like, oh my God, we fleeced them.
Nigga said I was watching Locked On Nuggets by accident. Oh man.
That's what the internet is saying. The whole internet is saying Cam Johnson is the better player, bro. I think they're the same. They just do little things, but I think they're the same player.
That's the same shit I said. It's the same dude, except for we got the one that's more expensive now and has a championship. He's more expensive, but he also got a championship, and it was one more difference. Then,
But
but they
the
they
dude,
pretty much the same guy though.
right? I think I was saying
Them
that
niggas is not the
MPJ is a
same
better
player, bro.
MPJ is a better rebounder
A
than
better
Giannis.
rebounder, better passer, better athlete, better defender. Shit, only thing, nigga, the shooting is about the same, my nigga. Like that sound like the better player to me. I don't know what niggas is looking at, bro. Like, I mean,
That's
They
what
were
the
they were
internet
saying that
is.
MPJ is mad
they
streaky.
just see two light skinned niggas
No,
and
they
just
were
figured, all
saying
right,
they were saying MPJ is streaky and inconsistent. That's why they think Cam Johnson is the better player. And they saying that MPJ can't really put the ball on the floor. They think Cam Johnson can put the ball on the floor a little bit more. Oh, see, look, Wu Pig in the comments just said the exact same thing I just said.
Yeah, I mean, listen, my
okay,
thing,
we
my
gonna
thing
see.
is he can run the pick and roll with Cam Thomas. He can run the pick and roll with Diego. He can run the pick and roll with Nolan Troyari. But my
Who's
thing
he?
is, and I think MPJ,
That nigga's a screen setter now.
bruh, I'm so you got a 6'8" guy, and this dude is. That's how they said they're gonna play. So if they talk about the pick and roll, him too. Yeah, hell yeah, him too.
They is
He gonna be
6'10".
on the team. Yeah, he can run a pick and roll. You 6'10", you don't know how to do the pick and roll. I'm
I
mad at
mean,
you.
my nigga, I thought that was Joker's job, bro. Like most of the time, I don't know,
Nigga, he
bro.
ain't on the Jokic team. He on our team.
Nah, I know that, my nigga, but I'm saying, my nigga, like, I don't see that nigga as no big body, my nigga. I see that nigga spotting up, shoot that bitch, get on the
That's
break,
what
get a
I'm
dunk.
saying.
He
Well,
was
listen,
setting screens over in Denver too, bro. It ain't like solid, but he can set screens though.
right. What I'm saying is a player like MPJ, if he's going to play above the 3-point line, if that's what he want to do, then if they try to double Cam Thomas, he could just find a
If you
way.
want
He
somebody
could
that
be
can
at the
set
top of the
screens, it's
bro.
simple.
He could be right there, setting this high screen right there by the logo, right by half court or whatnot, and then he could be right there, the beneficiary of getting the first pass because they doubling Cam Thomas right above the 3-point line. You feel what I'm saying? We could run that play all day for one. Like that's what I'm trying to say.
The
Like
fuck?
and on top of that, he gonna help us because Danny Wolf. Let's call it what it is. I was talking to Chill too. He was like, "Yo, yeah, I was supposed to get Danny Wolf at 27." You know, it is what it
Who the
is,
fuck was
man.
we supposed to get? And
No,
and 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 by the way, bro, if you need a nigga to set screens, you already know what I'm about to say.
bruh, we don't need the ultimate
Feeling
screen
good,
setter.
bro.
We good
Why
with
the
just
fuck not?
bruh, we ain't doing the most to get that dude, man. We good.
I mean, I'm not talking about doing the most, nigga. Claxton, bye.
We gonna trade Clax.
Straight up. That's what I do. Triple J got a turf, nigga. He just signed for 250. Like, why is that big nigga staying there? Send that nigga over here, bro. Then you got then you got every diversity you need. Shit, let's get it.
Yo, how y'all feel about Schroeder, man? Schroeder, I'm glad Schroeder. Damn, he's somewhere where the weather nice, man. Shout out to Schroeder.
Suda went to Sacramento, bro. Fuck out
Sacramento,
of
he went to the Kings.
Ugh, that shit ain't a W, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout
I
out to him though,
I
bro. I
wonder
mean,
how Big Ox felt about Schroeder coming to the Kings, man.
I don't know. Bobby probably don't feel
He
shit
talked
about
he
it.
talked a lot of shit about him when he was on the Nets.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he did, but I mean, he also cooked the Nets too when he was on it when he was over here. So he also cooked the excuse me, the Kings when he was over here. I'm talking about Schroeder.
Yeah, Schroeder. Yeah, listen
When
again.
Schroeder was over
Schroeder
here,
ain't
my
got
nigga, we
nobody
had
in
some
front of
wins
him.
that I was proud of. I ain't gonna lie
Schroeder,
to you. I
Schroeder
was
ain't got
talking
no.
shit.
Schroeder ain't got nobody in front of him on the Kings right now. Schroeder gonna be starter for one, and that's good for him in his career. You know, it's hard to be a starter in this league. He didn't start everywhere, but when he started for us, he was good.
Nigga played everywhere though.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga NBA jersey collection is like the NBA.
Nah, he played for. You know who played the most for
That
teams?
nigga look like the inside of an
Hold on.
NBA store, nigga. I ain't
Hold
gonna
on.
lie to you.
Let's see who. Let's see who. Right. Yeah,
He
we
could
ain't
get
got.
one of them. Remember them jackets, them Jeff Hamilton jackets with all of the NBA teams on them? He could rock
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
jersey and like he played on all them shit. It's like that's his.
No, I think Trevor Ariza played for the most NBA teams in ever.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Trevor
check.
Ariza.
I know
Trevor Ariza.
Schroeder is coming up on that record or something because he played for a lot of teams. He played for like 4 teams last season.
But see, he was playing in the summer and he was playing really good ball.
No. You close, but it was Ish Smith, bro. He played for 13
Yeah,
different teams.
yeah, I see it is Ish Smith. I want to see how close I was. Where's
Shout out to Ish Smith, man. Like I actually
Trevor
like this
Ariza
game.
is 10. Okay, damn, Ish Smith, he do hoop.
Yup.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Schroeder been on 10 teams.
10 teams?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
all right, let's see what else going on. What else we missed? What's this? Oh, is this what is this? Is this like a KD move to the Warriors?
What can you tell us about this news surrounding the Bucks?
I mean, a stunner today in the NBA. They have reached a 4-year, $107
Miles
million
Turner.
agreement with Indiana Pacers center Miles Turner. He was a free agent. They are picking him
He's
up
going playing
in free
Milwaukee.
agency. And in order to do so, they are waiving and stretching the $113 million on Damian Lillard's contract. This opportunity came out of nowhere for the Bucks.
Yeah, wait, hold on,
Miles Turner
wait,
is the
hold on.
longest-tenured Pacer, 10 years.
Because y'all confused me with that. Because y'all just told me a second ago that Dame's still getting paid, even though
Yeah, he
but
is.
how they paying him with Dame money? They just said they paying
Yeah.
him because they not paying Dame.
because they giving Dame his money over 5 years, even though he was supposed to get $50 million a year. They giving him 22. And then what's the difference between that? They're paying Miles Turner. Do you get it?
Yeah,
Hell
no,
no.
I'm with you. Listen, yo,
I'm lost.
What they would have gave Dame
I don't
for
get
50,
that shit neither. I ain't even
No,
know you
but
could do
this
that.
is how
These
the-
niggas
this-
is making up
Look,
rules.
But it makes sense.
Scott, give me 1 second. It sounded like they said they had a certain amount of money for Dame, but
Right.
since they not paying him that, they get to
That
pay
full
Miles
amount,
Turner
right.
this 4 years, $107 million.
Right, but they still giving Dame his money. What they did was he was supposed to be a free agent next year or the year after. So he gets $51 million a year. That's $100 million, right? Or 102, 103, whatever it is.
Yeah.
What they did was they stretched his payment out. Other words, for the next 5 years, they paying Dame.
Okay.
Paying him 22 million every year, and he can go and play with anybody. And he'll still be getting a check from the Bucks.
Okay.
That's how that works. So the
But it's just
difference
like
in that money,
the
difference
they
in that
still
money,
paying him, but it's like off the salary cap.
right? They put him
So
on
that's-
layaway. They put him on layaway, basically, right?
And that's
And
how
they
they
gonna-
just put Miles Turner in the slot
Without
that he was
stretching the cap, right? Without
Okay.
stretching the cap.
I think I understand.
Yeah, basically, so that 22 million is just basically for a player they don't have. That's
Right. For the next 5 years.
Yeah, that's all. That
Yeah.
that extra player is Dame. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. That extra 22 million is Dame, but he ain't gonna be there. He gonna play somewhere else, and I think that by the rules,
Them
he
niggas
could-
really they really signed off on that shit, bro.
yeah,
Like
because
that,
or they could have paid him off. They could have bought him
off on
out.
that shit. Like they really need the Miles Turner though, bro. Like I mean, it seemed like either way, Giannis is probably gonna make his way up out of there, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like so they gonna have to. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like
You in the Matrix, bro. We can't hear you, bro. You in the Matrix. You in the
We
Matrix.
can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Yo, the Transformers got you, bro.
You're in the Matrix.
Decepticons got you, bro.
You're in the Matrix.
Yo, pray for Leaf, man.
What happened to Leaf? What y'all talking about?
He was in the Matrix for a
Decepticons got
second.
him.
You got send Optimus Prime to go help him out, bro.
Optimus Prime, Decepticon.
Fact.
Shout out to Leaf. He'll be back.
Yeah.
Hold on. So, but I feel it's like, come on, man. They gonna pay you, then you know what I mean? Because I feel like
They gonna pay him. They're gonna give him this money.
the whole thing with the rivalry with him and the Pacers. Does it remind you of Ray Allen and how he left the Celtics and went to the Heat? It remind you of that?
Them two teams don't get along at all.
Is it that? Because they ain't win no championship. Because it ain't that.
Yeah, it ain't that.
But it's almost that. You know what I'm saying?
It's they in that same region. They in that same area.
But he was the longest tenured Pacer.
In Pacer for yeah.
Man.
With them forever.
Big Dog Klein called him Leaf Septicon. I'm crying.
Shit.
Let me see.
He wanted to remain in Indy, from my understanding. The Pacers made several offers that were below market value, from what I understand. And so John Horst, as well as Turner's agent, Austin Brown, they worked over the last 24 hours to figure out, is there a creative way in a very scarce marketplace in right now salary cap around the league? Is there a way to bring Miles Turner to Milwaukee? And for the third time in Giannis Antetokounmpo's Milwaukee tenure, back in 2020, John Horst goes out and gets Jrue Holiday. 2023, Damian Lillard. This one was more serious this summer of 2025 because Giannis Antetokounmpo essentially was never as close as he's been to potentially leaving Milwaukee, and they go out and get a franchise caliber starting center.
What more can you tell us about Damian Lillard's future?
I mean, I'm told that Damian Lillard welcomed the release today. He welcomed this change of scenery that he's going to get. From a business perspective, he gets all $113 million now owed to him. And then he also is going to be able to, for the first time in his career, pick his next destination. And in the meantime, as he rehabs that torn Achilles tendon, he's going to spend that time rehabbing in Portland around his family members. So this is going to be a lengthy rehab for Damian Lillard. But this is something he became open to today because it provides him the financial component, the freedom afterward to sign wherever he wants, and then, of course, now a change of scenery away from Milwaukee.
You
get the best of both worlds. Showing highlights on us. You ever notice that when they be showing these little highlights for players, they always show highlights on us? We got to stop getting highlights for them.
Yo, we need better defensive players because they handing out work. You know what I mean?
Word, man. This is bullshit. Every time. Look, now that I said it, y'all going to notice it, bro. Watch.
No, I blocked it out.
It's always us, bro.
The media is always fucking
Thomas
us
shot
up.
40 on them, man. Hold that. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see. All right. So what else happened, Shams? Podol. That makes sense that they kept Podol. I'm not surprised at that. That's just good business. Probably the last thing the GM did before they fired him. Word. That's crazy though. He ain't do worse than Sean Marks and they fired him. That's crazy. Let's see. Who is this dude? He alright, but does this move the needle?
For them? No, not really.
Okay. Jericho Sims. He wild athletic too. He gonna be playing next to Giannis. That might be crazy. I heard Giannis don't want to stay there, man. I don't know what's going on.
Word.
He still might leave.
Word. That's what I asked when I seen Miles Turner. I was like, is it a replacement for Giannis or to play next to him?
Yeah, because it just don't seem to me like no matter what they do, they're not really moving the needle.
Yeah, they're not going to be one of the better teams next season.
No.
They're going to be probably like top 7, 6, 7, fighting for that 6, 7 spot. You know what I'm saying?
They're going to have to find themselves a point guard because they definitely don't got one right now.
I don't know what they're going to do.
Word.
He might be gone next year, and you know what? we might be in a situation to get him, which is kind of crazy. Of all teams, the Nets might have the money and the space to get him. That's crazy.
Niggas gonna have Bobby Porter stay point guard, man. Niggas better be careful.
They might as well have break that team up. Forget about it. Rebuild.
All right, let's see what's going on. Yeah, we out, man. Shout out to Nets fans. We the best fans. We ain't missing nothing, man.
Nah,
Shout out to Jay. Jay got a concert going on July 10th. It's on a Thursday. It's on Myrtle and Vanderbilt in Brooklyn. You know what I'm
That's Fort
saying?
Green. Fort Green, huh?
July 10th, Thursday. Jay, what's the specifics to it, though?
Right. It's Brooklyn Music Kitchen on July 10th. A Different World performing live. It's going down. Yeah, the wings in the spot is pretty good too. Now, I mean, I've been there before, but
Yeah.
the music is going to be pretty great if you go there on that night. Word.
That night. What night is it? Is it a Thursday night? Is it a Wednesday night? What kind of night?
That's Thursday, July 10th. It's next Thursday, actually.
Okay, next Thursday.
We in there like swimwear, scuba gear, extra swim gear. You know what I
So
mean?
what's the vibe though? Should they pull up with the ski mask on?
Oh
Should they
no.
with the young what the YNs call them?
No,
Shiesties?
pull up with your shorty, a nice little ting.
No
That's the
shiesties,
vibe.
shorties,
Pull
straight
up with
shorties, like
right,
shiesties.
shorties over shiesties.
Okay. Other words, wear polo, right? Wear polo shirts.
Okay, you could do that. You could do that. You could wear what you want to wear. Just make sure the ladies gonna like it. Know what I mean?
So hold on. So you saying that the music that you gonna be playing is not for the guys, it's for the ladies?
It's for the ladies and the guys who like ladies.
Ah,
Oh, okay. All right. That's
okay.
what's up. That's what's up.
Right,
So
and it's gonna be a couple other artists there too, but know what I mean, it's gonna
Yeah.
be a dope vibe. Know what I mean, yeah, we're gonna turn up.
yeah, you ain't one of those rappers that's gonna try to steal nobody girl, is you?
Uh, now I'm not planning to. Know what I mean, but keep hold her. Know what I mean, hold her hand. Know what I mean, hold her
Identify
hand
yourself.
just so everybody know. Know what I mean, hold her hand and shit.
You better hold your girl and the girl that's trying to steal a rapper. You know what I mean?
Right, you never. Right, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be a vibe though.
Oh, that's cool.
Yo, yeah, nah. Probably weather gonna be nice. It's an indoor joint, outdoor joint.
It's indoor.
Okay.
It's indoor. Not that outdoor.
How will one get there? How are they gonna get there now?
What you mean?
Like how they gotta take the train? They gotta take the bus. They gotta take a plane. They
Take the
gotta take.
bus. I think Vanderbilt, right? You said Vanderbilt.
It's on Vanderbilt and
Hey, Myrtle.
Myrtle. So however
Yeah.
you would get there, you take a
It's a bus
plane,
or
a train, a
Uber.
bus. You know what I mean? You could drive, you could
Yeah.
fly. You know what I mean? You could walk. You know what I
Parking
mean?
is tough around there, though. I ain't gonna lie.
That's
But
true too.
Yeah, it is though. It is. Take a Uber. Take a
Uber,
Uber.
yeah,
You can
that's an Uber
Uber.
spot.
You
Yeah,
know
that's
what I
an Uber
mean?
spot. That's an
It's
Uber
a
spot.
so hold on. So you got to plan your day because Friday is the next day. So you know what I'm saying. That's the weekend. So it's kind of like starting your weekend early. So if you want a 4-day weekend, you know what I'm saying, they could pull up and survive. I heard the music. You know what I'm saying. I played the music. The music is dope. You know what I'm saying. A lot of the women love it. They be in the chat. You know what I mean. I expect it to be dope.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. You know what I mean? And then if you properly prepare yourself, you know what I mean, for the experience, meaning indulge and partake in the things that you like to partake in. that's going to make the experience, more extravagant. You know what I mean? There's going to be drinks in the spot. You know what I mean? And if you happen to engage in the fight against Chiba, have some of that before you get there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's going to be sonic enjoyment. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's definitely nice. So
Auditory engagement.
that's a gentrified area now.
Nah, yeah, definitely. Yo, I was in the Sty the other day. The Sty is fully gentrified.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
that shit is Bedford Stuyvesant.
You got to put an S at the end now. It ain't Bed-Stuy, it's Bedford.
Bedford.
You gotta say the whole name now.
Right.
Say the whole name.
Bedford Heights. Stuyvesant.
They next thing you know, they're gonna change the name. Yeah. It'll be Bedford Heights.
well, hold on, y'all. Subscribe to the page. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe for Brooklyn. Subscribe for Bedford Stuyvesant. Subscribe to where you get the original chopped cheeses. I don't care how many coffee shops you put in the in the Bedford Stuyvesant. Don't take away chopped cheeses. Make chopped cheeses great again. You know what I'm saying? Like culture means something. You know what I mean? Don't try to keep the basketball courts there, of course. You know?
Yeah.
That's sacred. The basketball courts is sacred.
Yeah, that's sacred.
Well, the basketball courts is sacred, man. Sacred ground, man.
Yeah, you
but
safe.
That's about the only thing that's safe over there, man. Shit's different over there. But yeah, man, shout to Brooklyn and all of the changes for the good. You know what I'm saying? Shout to the 5 doing something different. You know what I'm saying? That's different, Jay. You know what I mean? 5 rookies is different. The NBA ain't never seen that happen before. You know what I'm saying? Shout to the different world. Shout to different
When they
things.
were standing there, it looked like they just drafted a whole new team.
Oh, you did see them?
5. What's up?
You did see them walk up with Sean and Jordi, right? The meeting. Yeah, they kind of tall.
It looked like a whole team. Like, yeah, we got a whole new team right here. Look at this.
Yo, we cover everything, man. Nets fans is the best fans. We told y'all why Nets fans is the best fans. We spoke on Jordi Fernandez and rookies immediate day. We talk about day 2 at the free agency. I'm gonna close out soon, but before I do, if y'all want to ask any questions, or if we didn't go to Easy yet, so we definitely about to just pass it to Easy. I'm about to let, you know what I'm saying, Easy get the ISO, cause he was cooking last night about that Orlando shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he got any emotion from yesterday, but there's a lot of shit going on, man. You still feel the same way, Easy? That was a hot take yesterday. You rolling with that?
Chopped cheese break.
Mm-hmm. Onions, peppers, and barbecue sauce on that.
Gotta get that chopped cheese sometimes. That's what it is.
I said peppers too. No, barbecue sauce, not ketchup.
Yo.
Toast the bread. Come on, man. I was next, nigga. Hey, man, niggas is mad rude, man. Nah, shout out to you. But yeah, shout out to Cole Smith. Player 1, you joking. You joking, player 1. You joking, player 1. You joking, player 1.
What player 1 said?
He said Ron Artest, the new coach for the Knicks.
Yeah, he joking. I ain't get that.
Meta World Peace.
I ain't get that news, bro. That ain't real news.
Ice, wow. I think, yo, man, I think Ice second cousin is Shams, man.
Yeah, yo.
Ice is Shams on the low, like on Scooby Doo. You pull the mask off. Ice's Sham burner account.
We'd be like, oh shit.
Yo,
He's Sham.
Yeah, I went to Shams after Ice broke the news. That shit said 1 minute. I said, damn. Yo, he broke it with him. They was like, all right, let's go. All right, you gonna do it now? All right, I'm gonna do it right now. Ice is like the fucking Kais associated to Shams. Shit.
I'm telling you,
yeah,
Ice's Sham's burner account.
it be like that sometimes, bro.
That's some funny shit.
I'm trying to work my way into the industry. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah, nah, keep doing the work, man. We out here doing the work. Yo, I hope y'all checking out those shorts, man.
Nah, in fact, I see all them shorts. Hey, yo,
I be
somebody
putting
hit
some
me
on
today.
TikTok too. I be tagging y'all.
Yeah, I see it. It's
Mhm.
on my story. Somebody hit me today. Young boy hit me today. It's like, Ice, man. You the first one I heard say Yegor play like Halliburton similar. And now everybody's saying it. I know they got it from you, bro. I'm like, who's listening to me? He's like, bro, everybody's saying it now. They not even talking about Luka. They saying Halliburton. And I just came here to let you know that, bro. I'm like, all right, that's what's up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Rich Tapestry said, listen, I fuck with all my BK guys since when was chopped cheese sandwich invented? Um, it's not invented, you know what I mean? We just call it chopped cheese, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who invented it. Who was the first one to invent chopped cheese? Like, who started calling it that? I know that it makes sense calling it that. Watching the guy chop it up on the grill. He chopping it up and he putting cheese on it.
Yeah,
Chopped cheese.
it's a chopped cheeseburger.
You know what I'm saying? They
It's a,
take they
it's
was
just a,
they was yeah, they was
it's just
taking
a
the steakums.
cheeseburger chopped up.
Yeah, but some of them was taking steakums. You know
Steakums,
what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
was taking
No,
steakums, putting it on
Chopping it
there.
up.
no, that's a
100%.
Philly cheese.
Yeah.
Nah, that was a chopped cheese too, because they was chopping up. They was chopping it up. They wasn't leaving it like that. They was chopping it up, putting the onions with it. You know what I'm saying? They was fucking it up, bro. What they say? That shit slap. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that chopped cheese. That's a different chopped cheese right
Bro,
there.
they used to have the steakums, the frozen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was just how they was making the Philly cheesesteak in the corner store with the steakums. But the chopped cheese is a chopped cheeseburger.
Yo, man. Uh, we gonna
Danny
keep
Wolf
on
is
talking.
closer to who did Danny Wolf remind you of?
I gotta see more of his game. They was talking about the summer league. I want to see them in the summer league, man. And
Yeah,
it's July 10th. It's July 2nd right now. Shout
I
out to
ain't
LM, man. Happy birthday to LM. His birthday was on the first.
Yeah, shout out to LM. I ain't got no comp for Danny. I've been watching film on
I've
him.
been
I
watching
ain't
him,
got no
man.
comp for him right now. You know what I mean? He's just difficult to get a comp
He's
for.
special. He's special because one minute I'm saying Luca, but then the next minute I'm saying, nah, he's not Luca. He's different.
You know,
Yeah.
Danny gonna give out work. I've been talking trash too, saying Danny gonna give out work in the summer league.
He got a crossover. He has a crossover, so them bigs come
Hey,
out there and meet him.
hey,
Gonna
Whoop
be
it.
in trouble.
You know we play y'all first. OKC first on the list. Danny Wolf
Yeah.
handing out work, bro.
They gonna give him work, bro. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, these rookies ain't got nothing to lose and something to
Nothing.
prove. I said they got nothing to lose and something to prove.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen, and on top of that, if it's really like that, they gonna be waving the fans and kissing babies. They gonna run for May after their NBA career, huh? Straight for the community, huh? But listen, man, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. If Jordi Fernandez want to take a lot of 3-point line take a lot of 3-pointers, and they're gonna double Cam Thomas, and they figure out a way to get double the Cam Thomas out the double because of Demon right there for the by the 3-point line, MPJ right there by the 3-point line, or whoever they, you know what I'm saying, because Drake Powell, you know what I'm saying, by the three Wolf by the 3-point line. Yo, listen, I'm not saying they built this team around Cam Thomas. I'm saying that you can't double Cam Thomas above the 3-point line because of the players that they drafted. That's a fact. Nolan Traore is too fast. He'll get downhill. Demon, he'll get to the paint, find somebody, or just dunk it.
I heard Sean Mark say, yeah, a lot of these scouts, they haven't actually seen these players in person. Know what I mean, because yeah, on TV it looks one way, but when you see that first step in person, it looks different. Yeah, I did hear him say that. I was like, I heard you.
Yeah, because when you scout, you really need to go there to see them. You can't just see film. You just get an idea with the film. You really need to see them.
Say Trayor first step is quick though. He quick fast, bro. I was watching film
They
on
said
him.
he was the fastest one in the draft, right?
Yeah, I thought it was Jeremiah, but they say he is. And when I watched him, I could see why, bro. He like for real got speed though. You know what I'm saying? He not as shifty as Jeremiah, but he downhill. Yeah, like you got trouble. You're not gonna even stay on his hip, bro. You're gonna be behind him, guaranteed.
Well,
it'll be interesting.
What you mean you gotta change something up? Change what up, bro? Don Underducker said that Drake Powell could turn into an enforcer with time, has a good mentality. Damn.
They put mayonnaise on his chopped cheese. He gotta go fix it.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking maybe they did put the
he ain't want no onions.
Yeah, I thought they put the ketchup instead of the barbecue sauce, but I don't know.
Barbecue sauce on a chopped cheese is nasty work. And just because you said that, I gotta tell niggas, bro. We went to Philly, bro. We was in Philly at Max's official Philly cheesesteak spot. But we ain't have a good parking spot. Know what I mean? So he like, yo, order my Philly cheesesteak for me, bro. I go in there and he like, yo, get me a Philly cheesesteak with pepper jack cheese and barbecue sauce and all sorts of shit, bro. I'm like, I don't know if they got that, but I go in there, I order my I order my Philly regular, know what I mean? And then I asked for his, like, yeah, I want I want
Nigga looked at you like
kick your ass out.
barbecue sauce. And dude looked at me. He's like, "Yo, where you from? Baltimore? You from Baltimore with that type
that's
of
some
order?"
crazy bullshit.
I'm like, nah, that's my man order. He in the car. I don't want that sandwich.
All kind of stupid shit on it.
But that shit was
man.
bad funny. Cause I ain't want to order it, and then when I ordered it, he really said something like, "Where you from, Duke? Baltimore?"
I knew they was getting ready to kick you out the door. Like, yo, you can't even order that here, bro. You gotta go somewhere else to order that shit. You know what I mean?
Yo.
And the funny shit is Breeze in the car, so he don't even see this nigga shitting on his order. He shitting on me. Yo, that shit was funny as hell.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Duke was just like, nah, we ain't got all that shit. Now we got provolone, we got ketchup, we got cheese whiz, we got American. Which one you want?
The basic.
Right. Right. But that sandwich was good as hell though.
Okay.
That shit was fire.
That shit is wild funny, man. That shit wasn't even for me, man. That shit was for my girl, my shorty. Cause I stopped eating steak, man.
Yeah, you said you don't eat meat at all, right?
Nah, I eat fish.
Okay.
Yeah. I try to shy away from eating shrimp, but I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
That's
Had a
tough.
fish fry, it's over with, you know what I'm saying? You know, you get the bread with the fish.
Yeah.
And then, like, that's my type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Fish fries and shit like that. But I be trying to slow down with fish, but then it's like what you was gonna eat. Then I was telling Jay, like, yo, I might just eat mushrooms and shit. And then just how he was explaining it, I was just like, nah, man, I probably not gonna eat no mushrooms.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I don't want to ruin mushrooms for nobody else, so I ain't gonna say. because I don't know. I just don't fuck with mushrooms
I
personally.
don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
Ice, you fuck with mushrooms?
Yeah, yeah. I don't eat them a lot though. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while or something.
What you like? How you prepare? Like how?
My girl do everything. She fry them up with onions and stuff like that when we eat steaks and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I don't eat mushrooms too often. Every once in a while.
But the big mushrooms is I had the big, the real big mushrooms
Pause.
that look like a fucking piece of bread and shit.
Damn. Them Mario mushrooms.
Bellows, or whatever the fuck they call it.
Them
Portobello.
shit-
Portobello's, right? There you
Yeah.
go.
I'm on that's on Mario Brothers.
Yeah, a lot of people eat
Yeah,
that.
I'm playing Mario Brothers right now.
Yeah, so you can eat that, Breezy. Try that. You might like it.
Okay, okay. I'll be saying the reels and shit like
Yeah,
that.
I'm
And
trying to be an adult here, but y'all stop telling that man eat mushrooms.
No,
or
Eat
eat
them.
or eat
I'm telling
eggplant.
you, but I was watching.
Eggplants.
They was watching him on the
Ain't that
reel.
even worse? They told him to eat the eggplant now.
Well,
I
it has
can't
texture
do
like meat. It
it.
has
I
texture
can't
like
do
meat.
it, bro. Nah, the eggplant, I can't do
Yo, but what I will tell you is, potatoes, man.
Oh,
Potatoes. Instead of eating meat, eat potatoes. I will always recommend a person do that. If you really
yeah.
trying,
Right,
like
right, right.
you could. Know what I'm saying, live off potatoes, like
You
different
can. You
potatoes, and it's
can.
like variety of potatoes. You ain't gotta get the
Yeah.
same potato. You could
You
get
can get them
potatoes,
small
or you
little
can
ones.
get avocados. Know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
could yeah. So it's different. You know what I mean? So I would say that like.
Yeah.
And then you could do different shit with potatoes, like scallops. You know what I'm saying? Like if you into that. But yeah, man, stop eating meat is tough. It's not. It's not easy. I don't
Grant
understand. Like
Nelson,
it's easy.
Claude. Grant Nelson is he an older player, bro. He might not even make the squad. You know what I'm saying? Grant Nelson is a decent upper guy, but he not a real big man like that, bro. And he don't space the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He all right.
Hey, yo, chat. If y'all got anything more to say, you know what I mean? Let me know because I'm finna to close out. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that tapped in. Hopefully, y'all hitting the subscribe button. Creme de la creme, run tell a Nets fan friend. On, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to on my Net fan soul. I got a verse. I got a verse for Ice and J. You know, on the same song. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna try to get y'all that in the off season before the actual NBA season start. Y'all could get a mixtape from me, Ice and J. I'm gonna do my best to, you know what I'm saying? Keep in touch with these guys so we can actually do the work. Excuse me. If y'all so if y'all didn't know, J make beats, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could reach him on his page and, you know, see if y'all like his beats and whatnot, you know what I'm saying?
That's a
Um
fact.
word. Shout to Scott. Scott. He got a YouTube page called Apartment Gamers and More. You know what I'm saying? You can find content. Scott, tell them what kind of content they could find. I mean, on your page.
Social and Brooklyn Nets, of course. Brooklyn Nets news and social current events.
All right, all right. Ice. Tell them where they can find you at, Ice.
Yo, you can find me on YouTube. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me damn near everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? Holla at the Eskimo. You know what I'm saying? Especially on TikTok, though. TikTok live be crazy. You know what I'm saying? I got all types of fans. Woo Pig be over there. Couple folks, Brian be over there. You know what I'm saying? Breezy, Jay, you know what I'm saying? Even Leaf sometimes. Y'all got to pull up. Pull up. It be live over there with other fans. You heard?
Yeah,
Word.
word. And that's a fact. I'll be over there. A lot of times I can't stay because I'll be at work. And but I share it. I go there, I tap the heart button and I get to listen though. I get to listen to the panel a lot, you know what I'm saying? And again, like I said, I might be stretching and saying that Ice is Sham's second cousin and all that shit. Like, yeah, maybe they seen each other at a barbecue, maybe not. I don't know. But you know what I mean. He get to the content very early. If it's an update, if in this off season, if y'all want to stay updated about what's going on in free agency, tap into what Ice got going on. And I'm saying immediately. Shout to these guys, man. Shout to This Is JTV. Like y'all already know, July 10th. Be there or be square. It's gonna be lit. I've been to
Facts.
one of his shows for me to say that more than one of his shows, to be honest. And again, like I said, it's gonna be a vibe. Not chances are the weather gonna be beautiful.
That's what I'm
You
hoping for.
know what I'm saying? And it's at night, so even if it was hot early in the day, you feel what I'm saying? It'd be cooler at night. You feel what I mean? But and yeah, you know, throw y'all links in the chat just like Paul McGamer did, you know what I'm saying? And where y'all can find his music, you know what I mean? And then I'm finna to close out, you know what I mean? This was a good show. And yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? We covered everything that happened with the free agency and we got to what's going on with the rookies. I feel like I answered most of y'all questions, you know what I'm saying? Or we did. But yeah, man, closing, y'all gotta know Nets fans is the best fans. And yeah, we're gonna be back with more content soon, man. You heard, man. And safety, y'all.
Word.
Peace, peace.
All right.